Hello again, this is Paul Shrimp for Retail Week. I'm with Eric Svilgoy. We're talking about some of the things that are coming up this week in the world of retailing. Before we get to that, I did want to talk a little bit about a meeting I was at a couple of weeks ago, the TPSA meeting. Talked to Jim Gray, who works with the 2,4-D Research Task Force, and he informed me that this is the 70th year that 2,4-D has been on the marketplace. It's had an incredible impact on agriculture and continues to be widely used chemistry. And there are some activities in terms of training and webinars and so forth that Jim is planning as part of that 70th year, and we wanted to share a few of those with you. So here's Jim.
So the 70th anniversary gives us an opportunity to recall some of the most recent data, the new robust data that's been developed for this compound, building on the past 70 years of use data, use information, how people have learned how the product works and where it can be value added within their systems. There is a plan for several webinars. We've envisioned the opportunity to share with the user community a new generation of academics and researchers that may not have had the opportunity to refresh or to know the background that goes into this compound and the history that it brings, and the general public as well. You know, a lot of people don't really pay attention to crop protection products in the general public, but given the new use patterns that have been approved, there's an increased awareness of that. So we thought it was an appropriate time and opportunistic to be able to come in and say, here's data, here's what's known about this, here's the robust evaluations that have been done by global regulatory authorities, all of which have found this product to be safe for use according to label directions. So we also realized that there were some older informations that probably needed to be refreshed. There was a 1996 NAPIAP report on the biological and economic benefits of evaluation of the phenoxyherbicides, including 2,4-D. And at the time, 95, 96, they found that there was a value or a loss of value if products were canceled of about $2 billion annually. There's been a lot that's happened in the ensuing 20 years, so we said let's have the university weed scientists review that and bring it up to current date and current information. So that document should be coming out within the next 2 or 3 months and probably come through the Weed Science Society regional meetings.
Great. That's very interesting. We'll look forward to seeing some of that coming out this year. We'll look forward to participating in the Crop Life magazine. Thanks for joining me today, Jim. Well, speaking of communication, I know you had that visit with GROWMARK, and you have a few other thoughts you wanted to share about the interviews you did and people you talked to there.
Yeah, Paul. Like I said, the GROWMARK interview story will be appearing in the March issue of Crop Life, so probably by the time you see this, it may be up online or close to that. But one of the things that GROWMARK said, besides trying to communicate and find workers to come to be at the company and recruiting heavily from the local universities around the company's headquarters, the company also was trying to reach out to the public, and I thought it was very interesting. I happened to be visiting them during the Super Bowl weekend, and for those who were in Illinois, there was a special commercial that GROWMARK did highlighting its FS system, and you can see that spot now that aired right during the Super Bowl.
The landscape of your industry is changing. Fortunately, FS has the roadmap. Our agronomic and energy experts are utilizing cloud-based information technology and next-generation digital platforms to help businesses navigate challenges and point the way to success down the road. FS is always unearthing new ways to optimize operations and ensure that you're ready for what's next.
So as you can see, Paul, they are really trying to reach out to not only the folks that know the FS system, but to the general public as well, and anybody who was watching the Super Bowl, which there were probably over 130 million folks who happened to tune in. In Illinois, they did get a nice peek of what's going on at GROWMARK.
Interesting. Speaking of getting peeks at things, we get to go to the Commodity Classic this week. It's a couple, 3 days of really interesting conversations. We get to see how companies are marketing to growers, and of course that translates into how marketing to retailers will also occur. A lot of new products, a lot of new strategies, a lot of stuff will come out of that we'll be talking about in a week. So thanks again for joining us at Retail Week, and we'll see you real soon.